Welcome everybody, my name is JDPlays7318. Welcome to my YouTube channel. First time you're visiting, if not, welcome back. I'm really excited about the new Splitgate Season 1 content that just updated on January 27th. And one of the things that they added to this was a map creator. If you're a fan of any of the Halos or stuff like that, then you might know their map creator, Forge. And this is a map creator for Splitgate, so you can make your own custom maps. It's very basic. Hopefully you will be updating it, giving us new styles, stuff of that nature. What we're gonna do is to get to it, you're just gonna go to play, and then you're gonna say map creator. It's gonna bring you to a menu where you're just gonna say join lobby, and you'll see this on your screen. There's only one template. It's called Flat Earth. We're going to go ahead and click on that, and then we're going to go ahead and click on Start. Now, I am working towards the mouse and keyboard at sides and stuff. So if you want the controller options, wait until the end of the video. I will switch over to Xbox controller, and you can see some of the controller options. As you can see, you can spawn in and you run around just like any other custom map that you might have no bots on, etc. if you're trying to learn the maps. So the first thing you're going to want to do right out of the gate, if you're going to create anything, is you're going to want to press 0. And what I'll do here is I will go all the way up, come down a little bit. You'll see this little, see that little design there? That's your out of bound box. You cannot build any higher than that. With the same respects, there is a wall there. You cannot build any further back than that. You cannot build. Oop, a little bit too fast. Let me slow down here. Can't build further in that direction than that. Or that, I should say. And same thing. So you're basically, you know, stuck in a cube. You're probably going to want to jump right into it, so you're going to want to press M. All right. Environment, gameplay items are very specific. Weapons, it's going to spawn your weapon. You're going to put it where you want. Spawns, initial one or team 1, team 2 initial spawns, and neutral spawns. Initially, when you open this template, you will find that there are spawns already set for team 2, and on the other side it is team 1. Now you can grab this stuff by left clicking, and you can move it out of the way. You can get it, take it, bring it over here and set it out of the way. Get it out of your way, so that way you can concentrate on building and nothing more. Now, items like capture the flag, you can set it inside the hill thing, but if you try to set that down, flag will be in now the flag. You'll see it turns red like that. That means you can't place an item down. All right. We're gonna skip over a lot of the gameplay items because, like I said, these things are already spawned in for you on the template. Volumes, this is the only one I want to talk about. This is the out of bounds zone. So let's say you're creating a map similar to the simulation maps where they have the areas where if you fall in it, you know, you're out of bounds, you die. This you could be used in a similar fashion. You know, you put the out of bounds zone down. Say you're building a map where it's more up, kind of like the floating city one. I don't even remember the name of it. The floating one where you're up in the sky and everybody falls down in the middle. Anyway, you can do something similar in that, and you can put out of bounds areas in. And what that's going to do is, I'll drop in here and I'll show you this area. So if you put this, you make an out of bounds area out of the whole bottom, and somebody falls down and they can't get back in, it's going to say return to the battlefield. If you don't, well, So you can make kind of like a, and then you can see your dead body. And then you can see yourself dead. So you can actually like build up and give it that sense of if you fall, you're gonna die. That kind of thing. You know, make it to where nobody can portal out. That's about the only option out of the gameplay I wanted to talk about. That gives good option for ideas. That. So portal walls, self-explanatory. You got portal cubes. You got portal wall. You got a portal cylinder. Move over there. You got framed. Framed angle, floor, wedge, take that. Now we're not going to get into a lot of the tools section. There are lots of different tools. L snap. You can change the scale, LZ, change that. Can't change X. You can bring that down, makes the increment smaller. So on and so forth. But that's going to be for a different tutorial. Alright, so that's going to be your portals. Blocks are going to be your main building blocks. These are very simple blocks. Block beveled, rounded. This gives you kind of a base which to build. You have your different floors. Click on the long one here. You got railings that you can put in. So you want a rounded railing 4x4. It's a rounded railing 4x4. Ramps, self-explanatory, different style ramps. You got tunnels, walls, which are going to be probably your between blocks, floors, railings, ramps, and walls. Those are probably going to be the main ones that most map makers are going to use. You got wedges. Some things you can do with blocks. They do try to snap, but you can go in. And you'll learn in a later tutorial that I'm gonna do that you can make things actually like stick. So movement snap. So you want the railing to go in, you can do something like that. Drop it down even more. Sometimes it can be kind of a pain, but you know, again, this is kind of a beta thing, and hopefully we'll get much more. Again, a lot of this is going to be for a later tutorial, so definitely make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, like this video, so that way you can keep up to date on when I get those out. Wedges, that's what this is right here. And props, environment props. You got flags, you got rocks, you got some pillars. These are very large pillars. This is 2 blocks by 2 blocks base, and then it's 10 blocks high. That's 20 blocks high. That's 30 blocks high, and that's 35. When it says pillar blue, pillar red, green, or yellow, that is that actual flag that's on it. Blue flag, red flag, green flag, or yellow flag. That is all that is. If you'll notice, you have a little hand. If it's not on an object, it turns into a dot. Left click, that's going to select your object. All right, and that allows you to then move your object. We'll get into the movement and stuff of that, you know, later. Press E will bring your object up. Q will bring your object down. As you can see, you can go below the floor. So if you don't want something showing, quickest way to get something down to the floor is hit G. That's going to bring it down to the base level. Now, interesting thing, Like, we're going to put that over there. If I hit G now, it's going to drop it down to the top of the railing. It considers the top of the railing, or whatever items on the top. It considers that the floor level. So if you're stacking walls on top of each other, you don't have to get them. All you got to do is get it right over the thing, press G, and it's going to automatically drop it. Quick and simple. Now, it says left alt modifier. Left alt don't do nothing. So I can press left alt all day and it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, left alt don't do nothing. Let me make sure. Oh, goes on. Your 1, 2, and 3 are gonna rotate on your X, Y, and Z. So can't use numpad. So your X rotation, as you see, looking at it, if you look at it from this angle, it's gonna rotate it from top to bottom. If you look at it from this angle, it's gonna rotate it from right to left. Y, gonna spin it along its axis there, and Z, gonna do the opposite of X. Look at it this way, it's gonna go left to right, or you can look at it this way, it's gonna go from bottom to top. Now remember, X goes from top to bottom, Z goes from bottom to top. Okay. Scale modifier. Those are currently not doing anything. If you notice down at the very bottom, it says interact move speed. So let's say you got an item. If you press the left shift, we'll go ahead and... So, this is basically the snail pace that you can pick if you want to be so minutely exact on where you're putting item. You can drop it down this far using the C key. However, if you find yourself accidentally dropped it, you can press the left shift and that's going to increase speed. 0.5, 1. At the point you get to 1, that's 2, and then it's up to 4. It will not go any higher than 4. My suggestion is keep it, depending on what you're doing, either use a 5 or use the 2-5. You're gonna find yourself, I always find myself hitting the left shift key and it goes up, and I find myself speeding along, so I gotta decrease it, just hit C. You are all good to go. Now the big thing is when you don't have an item selected, you'll notice that it's a little dot. Turns to a green little hand. The minute you click on something, it turns into a blue hand to show that you have hold of it. If you don't want that item anymore, right click and hold and you will delete the item. We're gonna pop back over here so see. So see how the item is. It's again, it's very plain right now, but you know, this is something that is in beta. I do have some ideas and I will be kind of video blogging those ideas. I hope everybody enjoyed the little breakthrough tutorial concerning this. If you liked the video, definitely hit subscribe, hit the notification. Check me out on TikTok, JDPlay7318. You can also check me out on Hover, JDPlay7318. You can use code, what is my code? JD7318. I'm over on Twitter, JDPlays16 at JDPlay16, on Instagram at JDPlay7318. As well as you can catch me over on Twitch, JDPlay7. You got the number. JDPlay7318. I say it so much I forget what they are. So I do appreciate you all stopping by. Definitely come back. I'm going to have more tutorials going in depth about things you can do with the blocks, the walls, and the stuff of that nature. Size wise, moving placements and stuff like that. So definitely come on back. Can't wait to see what you got in the comments. And like I said, you waited until the end of the video. If you're using the controller instead of a mouse and keyboard to create your map, there are your commands. This is an Xbox controller. You may, even if you're on PC, you may find this easier. You may find this easier to create your map. I am a mouse and keyboard kind of guy, but those are your options. They should coincide with what you saw on the other one, other than it looks like that's a little bit different. So you have a little bit different item there, and your X button spawns previous, or you hold it and it deletes the item. So there's a little bit of difference, but there are your controls for Xbox. Again, thank you all for playing. Check out my socials. I appreciate you. Come on back for more Splitgate map editor tutorials.